Come on, get up there, man. Lift! Is that point 0.9 at the moment? It's at point 0.9. We're looking for one. We're looking for 1%. This is it. Send it to the moon. Do it. Woo! All right, guys, it is Monday afternoon. It's just gone 12:30. It's New York Open. I've just entered a buy on gold. If you have a look here, let me just move my face out of the way. It's been quite a rangy morning, to be honest. And now recently price started to push up and push forwards. So if you have a look, we have London Open is this yellow line. So obviously the US is an hour faster than us at the moment. So you've got news coming out at half 12 rather than half one like it usually is. That will go back to normal at the end of the month when we catch up to our summertime. But yeah, so you see price just ranging. We had liquidity, price made a high low, broke it. So we broke structure, made another high low, broke structure again. So I'm expecting this to be potentially another high low and continuation to the upside. I will be taking partials as well at 1 to 1. So just to be extra safe. And again, it's more of a mindset thing for me, to be honest. It's just if it's going to continue to go up, I'll rather take some money off the table when the market makes it available for me. But again, it's one of them things. I'm just going to let market do what it wants to do. It's completely out of my control. If it pushes down and stops me out, then I'll just come back tomorrow. But if it continues up to the upside, then I'll try to reduce risk as much as I possibly can. But yeah, this is my setup. I'll keep you updated if how it plays out, and hopefully it works out and starts the week off strong. But any time will tell. Okay, I closed the trade just because in half an hour we do have news for the dollar at 2 o'clock. I was hoping price was potentially going to move up before the news and I could reduce risk in some way. But as it hasn't happened, as soon as I got in the trade, it's basically gone sideways. So it's sort of creating liquidity both sides. Therefore, I'm unsure and unconfident of how I believe price is going to play out. So I just took a 0.8% loss on gold. I'm going to wait for the news and see what price does. I just didn't want to take the risk of being in gold on the news, potentially getting slippage, and a bunch of factors are just completely out of my control. So I closed the trade. I took a small loss. However, I feel like that is the safest thing to do right before the news because you have a look. We do have medium news for the dollar. Let me just refresh it again at 2 p.m. for new home sales. I don't know. It's just a factor that I'm playing into this. The fact that, I can't control what's going to happen next. And as price is playing out, it's not giving me any direction. Like it was pumping before, high highs and high lows, and now it's just going sideways. So because of that, I just took the small loss and I'm going to wait for the news to come out and see if this was the right decision or not. But for me, it's the safest decision, so it is the right decision. So I'm just going to let the news come out, see if we do have a setup. If we don't, we'll move on and come back tomorrow. Okay, I've re-entered the trade. I'm in for another buy. Nothing really happened during the news. Like this is 2 o'clock here, like this price action here. So literally nothing's happened. As you can see, refresh the screen, news has come out. Didn't really affect the market too much. Again, I could be premature with that statement. But from what I can see, it still makes sense. I know you're thinking, should I held the trade, blah, 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 and then reduce risk. I know hindsight's a bitch, but that is life. So if I just put in my partial, it's roughly here, my TP1. Again, if it just hits TP1 and then I get stopped out, let's say at break even, um, then I'll only be down like 0.3% for today. So, which isn't too bad, especially for a Monday. But yeah, so I've entered the trade again. As it happens, we're still breaking structure to the upside. So again, it's just me just having to sit on my hands and wait now, to be honest. Hopefully things do work out. But we will see. We'll see. And hopefully we get a dub. But who knows? Who knows? It's out of my hands. But all I can say, this is the last trade for the day. So it's either gonna work or I'm done for the day. Have had my 2 shots. And this is it. All right. It's not looking great. I have reduced risk to 0.86%. So if I lose this, then I'll probably be down 1.7 for the day. Which would suck, but hey, it is what it is. I think most of my Mondays have been around about -1.5 to 1.7 on average. And just like that, I am out of the trade for minus 0.86. So yeah, kind of sucked. Obviously, hindsight's a bitch. You know, you could have said, oh, I'm going to hold that trade. And then I would have taken, well, probably a small, no, maybe a small loss, maybe a small win, maybe break even because I would have got half off. So that would have been 5%, then reduce risk to here. So maybe I would have walked away with 0.4% in profit rather than minus 1.7. But again, it is what it is. I can't help it. I just had to play my thing and just let price do what it wants to do. But yeah, it's a Monday. I don't expect a lot on a Monday. It is what it is. I know you guys in the comment box are just going to say stop trading Monday. Okay, guys, it is Tuesday morning. I am in a trade on gold. I missed this big push up here, down here, sorry. And I was just wanting the 15 minutes to be more in line. It wasn't quite there yet. Then we had the break of structure, and I was like, okay, cool. I've got everything I need to see. So I've got in for this trade in gold, obviously TPing at a 1-to-1 for partials, and then obviously going from 1 to 2 overall. So hopefully that happens. This red line up here is the previous day's high. So I feel like that'll be an area where price potentially wants to target. But again, yeah, so far it's looking good. We'll see what happens next. All I can do is just control my risk. And obviously if price goes up, comes down and goes up again, then I can start to trail my stop loss and potentially start to reduce the risk that I have exposure to. Obviously if price hits TP1, then my risk is already halved and I'm basically break even if price comes back and stops me out at my original stop loss. But yeah, so far we have broken structure again, so hopefully price does continue to push to the upside. Only time will tell. And one thing that I forgot to mention yesterday, guys, as well, is that I did so if you watched the previous yesterday's video, I'll put a link up there, if you haven't watched it yet. But I did a trade on gold later on that day, what didn't make the YouTube video, which put my loss on Friday down to like 0.66, I believe. So my overall gain for the month was like 3.2. So let me get that up a sec, and then I can share it with you. Right, so this is my weeks for the result, right? So week 1, we have had 0.7, week 2, 4.5, and then week 3, 0.34, and then week 4, -1, right? So overall total for the month is 3.2%. Again, I'm really happy with that. However, I did some back testing yesterday as well, and I learned that it's quite scary. But I've learned that on Mondays, so this whole month of this test right now, I'm going to do another test. I haven't won a Monday in data wise. And obviously, I mentioned this on yesterday about potentially maybe stopping Mondays, but I needed more data. I went through the data now because that was just an inkling in my head. I was like, I can't remember last time winning a Monday. So I need to go through the data, and the whole of last month, I didn't win a Monday, and it averaged out that I was losing 1.25% on a Monday. Because in total, I lost 5% by trading Mondays alone. I was profitable every other day other than Monday. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. What can I do about this? So if I just stop trading on Mondays and have a 3-day weekend and only trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will make 5% more. So so add 5% on that, I'm up 8.2% for the month. That's insane. Just by not trading. Now, this is what I keep going on about as well. Like when people say, "Oh, you need to work harder, you need to put this in, you need to do that." I'm like, yes, that makes sense at the start, but then it's just refinement. And obviously, if you find that the data is saying that you're unprofitable on a certain day of the week, then don't trade it. Some people, so they're great Monday and they're bad Friday, so they don't trade Friday. I'm fine on Friday. I'm profitable on Fridays overall. Let me just get on my results for the week actually, so you can actually see what I mean. So you can see here, Monday, -4.97. I just rounded up to 5 because it's easier maths. Tuesday, 0.56. Wednesday, I've made 4.46. Thursday, I made 1.09. And Friday, I made 1.67. So every other day of the week, that is my month combined. So if I just minus out the Monday's trading, that's 8%, man, for the month rather than 3%. Like that's insane, right? Just by not trading on a Monday. Now, that was kind of alarm bells for me. So what I'm going to do, I've already traded Monday this week, and as you've seen from yesterday's content, I am down 1.7% for the Monday. So I'm not going to trade the next 3 Mondays of this 4 week process, and I just want to see the results if it's any different because it's definitely worth a test. Also, if I'm not going to trade Mondays for this, then what I'm going to do is just do like a unique piece of content I feel like will help you guys. Maybe explain something that I'm doing in my trading, maybe go over mindset stuff, but something extra that can help you out in your trading journey that I can use my Mondays for. Because if I'm doing nothing on a Monday, I will get bored, I will get itchy fingers, I will do boredom trading. So I know that about myself, so I need to do something else apart from that. So if I can make content around trading, extra. So you get 2 videos a week then if I don't trade Mondays. So you get my week's trades on Fridays, like you're getting now. And then on Mondays, it'll be like a little extra bit of spice to add to it. But yeah, so that's what I've noticed, and it's kind of scary at the same time, of like how powerful. That's why I say journaling is so important and how powerful the data is that you can go back on and just add up. Okay, Mondays are I'm rubbish. Let's just not trade Mondays and call it a day. And by not doing anything and giving yourself more free time, I've gained 5%. Now, it doesn't sound a lot, but if you add that up on a 400K account, I'm losing 20K a month by trading Mondays. Think about it like that. It's massive. All right, so let's just see how this goes and I'll keep you updated. But yeah, so far looks good, guys. Okay, guys, price kind of rocketed up before I could even get this video back up and running. But yeah, so I've taken half off and I've moved stop loss to break even. We might hit TP now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my stop loss up a bit more. Just to break it right now. Let me just put that in so you can see roughly here. 21, 18.36. Cool, that's where my stop loss is at the moment. So yeah, either way, I've taken half off. I've moved to break even and secured a little bit of profit on top. So if it goes up a smidge, we'll get there. But don't forget, guys, remember how price tends to on this video get really close to my TP and not touch it because of spreads. My ass is hovering over that button. Don't you worry. I am watching. Okay. So even if I'm gonna set an alarm here. And if it touches it, we out. We out. I'm not letting that happen to me again because that is AIDS. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I'll see if you guys know what I'm about. Let me know in the comments and to see if it's you as well, if it's just me. But yeah, FTMO spreads and gold don't really mix. It's just one of them things you can't really control. I'm hovering. I'm hovering. But I'm not going to let my emotions get the better of me. It's not close enough yet. I'm only going to close it manually when price actually like touches it on trading view, but doesn't actually get me out on the FTMO broker side. My brain's gone to mush today. But yeah, this is what I mean, right? So look at yesterday's price action and then look at today's price action. Like at least today, right, that we managed to get at least 0.5% locked in, plus a little bit of profit on the side, compared to yesterday, where it's completely different because it's just a Monday and Mondays hate me. Some people are really profitable on Monday. One of my students is really profitable on Monday and he's not profitable on Tuesday. So go figure. You know, it's a bit mental. Um, but how many pips away was that before it started to retrace, which is frustrating. 2.7 pips away, which is also fun. But yeah, as you can see, we have taken out this high, which is what this huge push was. So hopefully this isn't like a liquidation and then completely reverse down. I mean, it's fine. We're still going to make profit on the table, but I'd rather it go up a little bit more, hit my TP, and yeah, hopefully it does that. But maybe it might come after this. Let me just put that to there and get rid of this one and see if it comes after that liquidity, which is slightly higher up. Um, but yeah, this will be my only trade for today, especially during London session anyway. And I'm just going to go to the gym and come back and have a look after the news because we do have news coming out at 2 p.m. this afternoon. So I'll wait for that to release and then see what we have on the table. But yeah, that's a really nice bullish 15-minute engulfing, like super nice. Let me just go to the 15-minute time frame. You can see how that has played out. It's beautiful. We could potentially be reacting in this POI up here, but I feel like that's just going to draw more people in. I want it to. I feel like what price is going to do now is price is. I'm feeling confident it's going to hit TP, but it's going to do something like this. I think that's what people are going to think, and then it's just going to yeet people like that. I think people are going to look at this to sell off, potentially look at an order block here to sell off, and do something like this. But I feel like this is going to be like a reaccumulation and keep pushing to the upside. That's what I think. Could be completely wrong. Don't care. I'm not being a part of that price action anyway. What I'm going to do is just hope that price hits TP or the overall TP anyway. But I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I'm just disappointed that I lost 1.7% yesterday on Monday. But you need to go through the pain to figure out how you can learn from those painful moments. Go back. That's what I say, journal, journal, journal. Like you have to understand the data of your trading. And obviously, if you change some variables, then the data needs to be tested again. If you change another variable, the data needs to be tested again. I think a good 4 weeks of data, that's quite good. That is over 20 odd trades. And obviously, Mark Douglas says at least 20 trades to figure out the probability of your edge. Obviously, with a Monday, I'm still profitable. So without a Monday, I should be even more profitable. So yeah, it all looks good. I just need to be patient now. And I'm dangerously watching, I'm not dangerously watching, but watching, see what price does. Price is giving a nice rejection. I am seeing this does look like it's going to break the upside, but we'll see. Anything can happen. Dude, don't you do this to me, man. If we get a nice close, if we get at least price just closing above rather than a wick above, that'll be nice. But this is classic messing with. It's like it knows. It knows. It knows. I only want to go a schmeckle above, but it's like screw this guy. Hope if we get a break below here now, then that'll be annoying. So I might just move my stop loss to here and just secure in a little bit more because I can't be asked for price to go all the way down. So let me just change that now. And if I get stopped out, then I make 1% for the day, and that's fine with me. But we'll see. Stop loss is here. Let me just change my coordinates. 2181. And we'll just put that there so you can see that's when the stop loss is. So yeah, fingers crossed it works out. Yeah, I just want to sit through all the drawdowns, want to play it safe. If we get this, then it's 1.5% for the day. If it stops me out, then it's 1% for the day. Either way, it's still a profitable day. Only time will tell. Come on, get up there, man. Lift. It's at 0.9 at the moment. It's at 0.9. We're looking for 1. We're looking for 1%. This is it. Send it to the moon. Do it. Woo! All right, cool. 1.5% for the day. TP hit. Happy with that. I'm going to come back this afternoon. I'm going to go gym, train some legs, and hopefully not cry, but probably will do. Yeah, overall happy with today's results. Again, not a Monday. Can you see the difference right now? Data's screaming at me. Monday, minus 1.7. Tuesday, plus 1.5. So still down 0.2% for the week, unfortunately. But hey, we still have Wednesday, which is my most profitable day of the week, coming up tomorrow. And then we obviously have Thursday and Friday, which are still all profitable. So it's still good for the week. It's still good for the week. It'll be better next week because guess what? I'm not trading Monday. So I'll see you later on today, potentially tomorrow morning. Okay, it is Wednesday morning. I have entered the trade in gold. It's only 3 minutes past 8, so right at London Open. I saw the opportunities. I went for it. If you remember from yesterday, the same sort of situation happened where right at the Open, we had a beautiful opportunity where I missed that one. But that was just before London Open. So this is now just after London Open. So met my rules. Took the trade and let's just see how it goes. I've got partials at 1 to 1. So let me just draw that on a sec. Let's just see how this goes. We're pushing up on the 15 minute as well. So yeah, we'll see how things goes. I think it looks all right. Again, it's completely out of my control. Whatever happens, happens. I just need to trade what I can see, and what I can see is price pushing up on the 1 minute and the 15 minute and the 1 hour. So let's just see what happens. And hopefully we get a win. But I'll keep you updated, guys. Okay, guys, I got stopped out of that trade. I did reduce risk, so I got out at 0.63%. Price almost hit TP1. It was only like 4 or 5 pips away to actually hitting TP. So a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Um, but yeah, the reason why I reduced risk is because if price came down here and then had this huge move, then logically price shouldn't have to break this low, which it did, and it kind of did it quite aggressively. So I was just playing it safe, to be honest. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but hey, I reduced my risk. So instead of losing 1%, I lost 0.63%. So not too mad about it. Let's just look, see if we got another opportunity. If we don't, then that's me done for the day. But yeah, so far, minus 0.63%. Okay, guys, so I've entered in gold again. Looking for another buy. Ignore this. I don't know why I put trailing SL. That should have been TP1. Reason being, price is pushing up again. It just pushed down. It came all the way down here, just liquidated the lows, but continued to hold structure. If you have a look here, right? I move myself out of the way. If we just have a look at price action. This low broke, this high, this low never got broken. So in my head, this high is going to get broken. This low should be protected, and then whatever the structure is after that will take place. So that's what I'm seeing. We are still bullish on the 15-minute time frame, so I'm just going to hold that and see what happens. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on what happens. I've obviously taken partials at T 1 to 1, but I can see price potentially going and testing this area up here where we had the big sell-off from yesterday, which is a 50-minute OB. So I think price could push up here, maybe mess around and then have a huge sell-off. But I'm just going to trade what I see, and what I can see right now is bullish price action. So I'm just going to buy until price tells me otherwise. But yeah, so fingers crossed it works out. Hopefully it's not a range, because that'll be annoying. But hey, it's out of my control, and I'll just come back tomorrow. But yes, my last swing of the day. Whatever happens, happens, and let's just go with it. I'm serious, guys. When I finished that clip, about 2 minutes ago, I went to the toilet, came back, and this has happened. It's literally blasted up there. I need to see what the actual percentage gain was on that. Let me just check my account history, because that obviously went to the moon really quickly. So I'm bound to have some slippage. So rather than making 1.5, I made 1.6, I believe. Just do the maths on my wrist. Yeah, I made 1.6. That absolutely went to the moon. And what do they say? Price was going to come to this grey box, mess around a little bit, do what it needs to do. But yeah, I'm very happy with that. That was the fastest trade ever. I don't know what the duration was. I'm sure it was, well, we'll see. Let's just have a little look at the duration, shall we? Let's just add this up. It was 6 minutes. So, so I went to the toilet, came back, and it's already smashed both TPs. That's insane. That's absolutely nuts. But yeah, I'm happy with 1.6. So I've made 1% for the day, obviously being down 0.6 for the start. So yeah, happy with that. As I say, like obviously Tuesday profitable, Wednesday profitable. See what Thursday brings. But yeah, Monday, if I never traded Monday, I would have been up this week. With 1.8 yesterday plus 1% today. So yeah, we're in 2.8% up to this week alone. Which is nuts, right? That's all you need. 1 to 2% a week is incredible. 1 to 2% in a month is incredible. I did this last month. I did 3.22% last month, which again is fine. You got 400K account, you made 3.22%. Like, let's just do the maths quickly here while we got time, because this is my trading done for the day, and it's only 9:45. Right. If you made 3.22%, let's say 4,000, right? You're a 4,000 for 1% and you made 3.22%. Uh, right? Which means you make $12,880. You keep 80%, right? Means you make $10,300 in a month, right? Okay. I'm not going to convert into pounds because I can't be asked to do that yet. But it's roughly 8,000 a month. But let's just keep it at dollars. And then let's say you just do that 3% a month, right? For a year. There you go. You're on $123,000 a year. I don't know what the average salary is in the US, but I'm pretty sure it's not $123,000 a year. I don't know in the UK, average salary for the Southwest, where I'm from, is 29,000 a year. So let's just assume it is 8K a month, roughly. It's more, but let's just say it is for easy maths. Times that by 12, you're looking at 96,000 a year, right? After your profit split, I've just done 3% a month, sorry. Like the possibilities, guys, is insane. Like, yes, can you buy a Lambo with 96,000 a year? No. Can you afford to go food shopping without anxiety? Yes. Can you afford to fill up your car without anxiety? Yes. Can you afford to pay your bills without worrying about where the money's coming from? Yes. So that's ultimate freedom, right? What else do you need? Yes, you can have nice stuff. Yes, you can go on holidays. Yes, you can go out for meals and not have to stress about it. For me, that's ultimate freedom. That is why I love this. All right. You do not need to make 10% every day to be successful. I literally went to the toilet and I just busted out 1.6%. Right. If I never had a TP1, then it probably would have made 2.2% maybe. But I'm happy with my 1% overall profit for today. This is insane. But yeah, trust the process, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday morning to yeah. I'm blown away. Okay, guys, it is Thursday morning. I am in a trade on gold for a buy. 15 minutes bullish, 1 minute looks bullish. I'm going for it. We started making a high, high, low, and it looks like it's going to be another higher high. So we're just about to get, well, technically it is a break of structure to this side. So this keeps pushing out. That's great. I still need to mark in my partials at 1 to 1. So let me just put that on the screen so we can see it if it does hit this level. Uh, Again, anything can happen. It's completely out of my control. But yeah, so far it's doing what it looks like it's going to be doing. It looks like it's starting to push to the upside now. As I say, the 15 minute is bullish as well. But yeah, so if I just zoom out, you can kind of see what price is doing, right? High, 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 low, high, low, high, 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 low. So potentially overall, this could be the new higher high that could be happening. But yeah, so if I just draw on the screen, you can see. So we've got that break. So now we're looking to come down, making a high low, potentially doing that for another break. But we'll see. Anything can happen. It's not in my control. I'm just along for the ride. All I can do is reduce risk. And obviously, if I get that, then great. All I want to do is be able to basically protect my capital. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make a million. I'm just trying to protect my capital here. It is Thursday after all, so it is coming to the end of the week. News as well. We have high impact news, so GDP news for the dollar at 12:30. It is 10 to 10 at the moment, so I still have a few hours before we get that news release. So it is in the back of my mind saying, hey, by the way, do I really want to be in the charts at 12:30? Probably not. But hopefully price does hit TP or at least one of them before that time, just so it's slightly less risk for me. If you have a look at the DXY is pushing. So difference is, right, if the DXY is pushing, the dollar should be selling, but it doesn't always happen like that, okay? It's never always going to be exactly the same. So maybe this is a first indication that potentially the DXY could sell off, or it could mean that potentially we're wrong on gold. Either way, can't be right all the time. I just have to trade what I see, and what I'm seeing is bullish price action, so I'm going for buys. But anyway, I'll keep you updated, guys, and fingers crossed we get half a win. Okay, guys, well, price smash TP faster than I could actually be able to record. So I took half off. That got a little bit of slippage. So rather than getting 0.5, I got 0.56, almost 0.7. And then the final TP should have been 0.1. I actually got out at, well, sorry, 1%. I actually got out at 1.37% because price just absolutely went to the moon. So I'm ecstatic with those results. So technically, instead of making, let me just do the maths on this quickly on my phone. I made 1.93% of this trade rather than making 1.5. So I'm really happy with that. That means I am up to roughly 1.93%. No, I'm already up 1%. Hang on. Hang on. My brain's gone to blush one. So I'm up 2.94%. So I'm almost at 3% for the week, which means do I trade tomorrow? Questions. And again, I traded Monday where I lost 1.7% on a Monday. So if I didn't trade Monday, which is kind of where I learned at the start of this video, kind of come full circle now. If I didn't trade Monday, I would have been up 4.7%, and I've only been trading technically for 3 days. So yeah, I love gold, man. I love gold. Will I trade tomorrow? I don't know. I will come back tomorrow and see what the market's like. Probably not going to trade though, but yeah, it's working great. So I'm up 3%. Let's just call it 3% for this week so far. So I'm really happy with that. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay, guys, so it is Friday morning. There is no trades today. It is a bank holiday basically in every country other than the US. It is 5 to 11 in the morning at the moment. If I just go show you here, move myself out of the way, you can see the Swiss are on bank holiday, Europe's on bank holiday, well, we in the UK are on bank holiday, Canadians are on bank holiday, so it's just the US that is open. So the gold market it hasn't even opened, it's just not there. If I go to the euro, if I just put in euro USD a sec, you'll see the euro is moving very slowly, very ugly. So yeah, no trades for me today on a Friday. So let's just add up the week. And it's been a very good week for me, to be honest. I put a screenshot up of what I've actually got. And I've basically finished on 3%. So I finished on 3%. So I'm really happy with those results. Could have happened though. Obviously, now I'm not trading Mondays because of my data. Because obviously, last month I lost 5% by trading Mondays alone. So by not trading Mondays, I would have made 5% extra. So rather than making 3.2%, I would have made 8.2% last month, which is a huge chunk of change, right? Because as a 400K account, I would have been walking away with 20 grand less, right? Because that 5% equals $20,000. It's a huge thing to consider. And obviously, this is why data is so important to consider when you're doing this and having a look through your tests and where you're most successful. And obviously, EU was eating into my profits as well. So EU was losing more than gold. So now what I'm doing is only trading gold and I'm not trading Mondays. Just by making those two slight adjustments, we're going to see for the next 4 weeks what it brings. I did trade Mondays this week though, just because I didn't come up with this solid plan yet until obviously after the loss this week on Monday, which where I, as you can see, I've lost 1.72% on Monday. So in reality, if I didn't trade Monday with the performance of this week, I would have made 4.7%. And I never traded Friday because it's been bank holiday. Good thing is though, that next week is also another bank holiday for Easter. So there's going to be no trading for me, obviously, Monday anyway, but obviously there's even less reason for me to want to even be on the chart. So it's back on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And again, Friday is on the firing block. It could be on the firing block. Again, I think I definitely need more data because last month I did finish positive on Friday, but that's because I did 4% on one of those weeks, which covered up for the rest of the losses because the rest of the weeks I lost money on a Friday. But that 1 week wiped it out and finished me with 1.67% in profit, if you remember from last video. So if you don't remember, then it would be up there somewhere, right? The link will be up there. I'll put up there. But so that's what I'm seeing at the moment. By making these small adjustments, I'm not changing my strategy. All I'm doing is just picking the best days to trade. And by doing that, I know from my data, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm really successful at it. And as you can see from this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I won every day. And I've made 3% today. It sucks that it wasn't 4.7%, but hey, I'm happy with 3% for the week. That's what I did last month combined. So hopefully this month is going to be a lot bigger and a lot better month. But again, I completely am content with just 2 to 3% or 2 to 4% every month. Like if I can average 1% a week, that's fantastic. If it's averaging 2% a week, it's even better. Like you do not need to hit these crazy high numbers. Like 2% of the month is fine. Like I keep having to sell people like 2% on a 400K account. Yes, it might take you, let's say, 6 months to get funded. Let's say with FTMO, because they're the most secure at the moment. The whole prop firm market is shocking, to be honest. So just focus on FTMO. They're the golden one. If you want to get funded, if not, just stay personal and compound over years and years and years, right? It's just that's the only option you got. So for me, if you make 2% a month on a 400K account, that's $8,000. Out of $8,000, you may keep six. Out of that six in pounds, it may be five. But now you're on 5K a month. Do that every month. Now you're on 60K a year. Now you're a top percent earner in the UK. Just on 2% a month. Like it doesn't need to be crazy numbers, guys. And I feel like people forget that very quickly. So yeah, so the fact is I got 3% last month, and this week alone I've made over 3%. So super happy with those returns. Hopefully you're enjoying the content so far. If you are, let me know. I feel like this is going to be a gold trading channel now, to be honest, because I love gold. It just moves so nicely and cleanly. Like as you can see here, clearly like price is finished up here and I could have walked away with a 1 to 14. All right. I didn't do that, did I? Just stuck to my plan, took half off, and I walked away with 1.94%. Right. So this week alone, to be fair, I have walked away with an extra 0.7% gain in slippage. So prices moved so far my direction, it got me out later than what I originally wanted to, which means I made more money. But that is a double-edged sword because it can go against me. Instead of risking 1%, I can actually lose 1.2, 1.3%. Right. So then I'll be really angry. But yeah, slippage is a double-edged sword. But when it's in your favor, it's beautiful. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this, guys. And if you are, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you for next week's trading.